We're back at the comic shop over here at Chapel Hill Comics.
We're back.
We're back with Ryan and Sienna.
Hello.
We're back with Daryl over here, Daryl Price, and
my other brother Daryl.
And I'm Leroy Price.
Ah,
Sometimes,
speaking of the 80s. Hey.
you know, maybe Daryl, sometimes Leroy, sometimes just Sam. But we're here to talk about another movie, superhero based, not comic based. We're doing today. Is it? Oh, it's up. It's Super.
Super.
It's
Super.
It's Super.
Super.
It's
Just super.
Already?
It's adequate. It is.
It's adequate.
It's an adequate movie.
Insert hyperbole.
Yeah.
Hyperbola?
Well, since we have guests today, I will let the guests lead off with the description and how awesome and how super this movie is. So, what did you guys think of the movie called Super?
I liked it.
I thought it was super.
All right, way to start. Way to start big.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I had not seen this film. My first or second year, I ever went to San Diego Comic Con. They were having a panel on this, and we were going to go. And we changed our mind.
Right.
And I so wish, because now I'm doing a podcast, that I would have gone to this panel. Because I would have
Had so
had
much
little
insight.
tidbits.
Not to mention the people who are in this movie.
Yeah, no,
Was James Gunn at the
I was impressed with the cast.
Just real quick, tell
Yeah.
them who's in the movie.
Okay, so we're talking Rainn Wilson.
Rainn Wilson's the
White.
star.
We're talking
The
Ellen
Office.
Page.
Ellen Page.
We're talking Kevin Bacon.
Kevin
Everything.
Bacon.
And Kevin Bacon,
Kevin
once
Bacon.
again, making it look so easy.
So easy.
So easy. And like this is the type of guy where kids are watching this saying like, why can't I be an actor? It's like, because you're not Kevin Bacon. You can't do that.
Because you're
You
not.
can't pull that off. The minute like he walked, the scene where he came in, he walked to the door and he's asking
Eggs.
questions. I'm like,
For eggs.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I couldn't quite see who the character was for a second there because I forgot he was in it.
Yeah.
And he walks in and I'm like, oh, this just elevated this movie because the chops of the actor. Once again, another movie where you can tell everyone's there because they want to be. They want to be in this movie. They're excited about. They read the script and said, "I'm in." Or they believe in James Gunn. Again, you're talking about who's who.
Early
James Gunn.
Yeah.
You've got
Liv
Nathan
Tyler.
Fillion's in it.
Nathan Fillion's in it.
Also
The Rook.
Sean
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker.
With hair. With hair.
This
Which
is
you
not.
I haven't seen him with hair since before Mallrats.
Yeah, this is not the
Steven Seagal
bald.
movie?
Michael-
Walking Dead.
Michael Rooker. If you don't know the name,
Yondu.
Merle from Walking Dead, Yondu from.
If you don't
Guardians
know
of the
those
Galaxy,
two,
You're done.
Go-
Just stop.
look up.
Cliffhanger, Mallrats, Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Oh yeah.
And so many. He's another guy, just a working actor, but also Sean Gunn,
Yeah.
who was young.
Rocket Raccoon. It's like playing a who's.
Was it Rocket?
Yeah, he did the mocap for Rocket Raccoon.
And played a
Guardians.
character and played Yondu's right hand man.
Yeah,
Well, 'cause-
yeah.
well, right?
It's like a who's who in like Guardians of the
Yeah,
Galaxy.
Because James Gunn is the director.
Yeah,
yeah,
He's
it's
the-
brother.
He's doing the second one as well.
And Nathan
Yeah.
Fillion and Michael Rooker are kind of his go-to actors. for
Yeah.
everything.
He's like the good luck charm.
It's like Whedon.
Like
Whedon
Rat-
always has Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was always Pixar always had Ratzenberger.
John Ratzenberger.
Yeah.
Scorsese always puts De Niro
Um,
in there.
So anyway, the movie,
DiCaprio.
what it's about with all these
his trade up to a younger model.
this great ensemble is another type of real person, regular guy deciding he's going to try to be a superhero.
Right.
So it's similar to Defendor,
But-
in that respect only.
But
'cause after
incredibly
that,
different.
it's
Yeah.
Tone and
they
very
leave
different.
and go two
It's
different.
a
places.
different tone. I would say it's more of a would we call it a black comedy?
I think that's what he
Yeah.
is.
I mean, because
That's
it's
what we're
African American comedy.
Acceptable.
African American comedy.
Yeah.
No, it was not.
No,
It's
it's
not.
not. It was not an African American
No.
comedy.
Yeah, there
Okay.
was at the end the
The guy from,
African
Colored-
drug lord, right?
No, Bubbles from the.
Oh yeah, Bubbles from The Wire was in it.
Right.
Both
Okay,
movies
okay.
Bubbles.
we've done have a guy from The Wire in it. Once
There's-
again,
there's a connection, yeah.
Yeah, The Wire is like a web now. Like
Yeah.
everybody's.
Well,
Everything.
and you
Wire.
have Kevin Bacon in it. So 6 Degrees.
Oh,
Okay,
and now it was the
Yeah,
entire
it's
Wire
just
show.
boom. Yeah.
So that's a good one.
So basically, this movie is the center of the universe. Is what I think I'm trying to say.
Kind of.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why when we were at that Comic Con, we saw who was going to be at the panel. And we're like, we should really go to this panel. But we were like, we had no idea what this movie was about. All we knew is that someone said, yeah, it's some indie movie.
Scrub.
That's not why we didn't go. There was
A lot of other stuff.
There was a
We
million
had
other things to do.
So that's San Diego.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Well, this was.
I was.
You probably
you messed up.
I was very young.
You messed up.
Yeah.
I was very young.
And you probably saw something really cool instead.
7 years ago, I was very young.
What was it?
I had so much more
What was it?
hair. When I say hair, I mean 1 or 2.
What was the cool thing you did
I have
besides
no idea.
see Kevin Bacon,
They took a nap.
Liv Tyler?
We probably maybe Felicia Day.
That's.
Say, yeah, he's got you there.
And no, because I'll
Maybe.
tell you what. Because Felicia Day.
She's not Kevin Bacon.
There's
I can't confirm.
seven?
I can't
There's
confirm
like
or
7
deny
names
Kevin
on
Bacon
there,
was
and
there.
Felicia Day is one.
I cannot confirm or deny that Kevin Bacon was there. Don't recall. I know Nathan Fillion was there. I know Rainn Wilson was there.
Okay, that's
I know
2.
Ellen Page was there.
So that's 3. That's 3
Ellen
times
Page.
Felicia Day.
I
Live out my fantasy.
Yeah.
Dude, let it go.
I'm just saying.
He made his decision.
You messed up.
He made his bed.
if time travel becomes possible, I will go back in time, and that's the one thing I'll change. Hitler can live, but I will go to the right.
There you go. Fine. I agree.
Anyway,
Everyone
so
would make that.
it's a darker. It's kind of a half and half almost. It's like it starts off fun.
For a minute. Yeah.
And you're just like,
Right.
I kind of feel like I know where this is going.
The animated sequence kind of throws you for a loop.
The animated sequence was great, very
At the
90s.
beginning
This
of the movie.
feels like a great 90s independent film. This could have been made, just around the Pulp Fiction clerk time, and it would have fit right in.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
And actually, I think in that time, it would have gotten more acclaim.
It would have probably been a
gotten
hit film.
More,
Yeah,
it would have been more of a hit.
Yeah.
But in a sea of superhero movies, I think it's just like Defender, maybe a little misunderstood, or just people missed it.
I mean, it was a little
Um,
before like superhero movies were like.
Yeah,
you know-
yeah.
But it was
just the rise of
It was
It was
post
like Rise.
the
It was
Dark
post-
Knight trilogy.
Yeah,
Right.
it was post
And-
Iron Man like 1.
Post Iron Man 1.
And everyone
Or at least the first 2.
is
Yeah.
really looking forward to Kick Ass.
When Kick-Ass came out, Super and Defender just kind of got lost in the shuffle.
Right.
And it wasn't like, these movies take years to make. It wasn't like someone copied one of the other ones.
Right.
You know?
Because
It
they
just
all
happened.
came out within.
Oh my lord.
Nice catch.
Calendar
Within
reflexes.
months of each other. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking like late 2009 into 2010.
Yeah.
And there was more of both movies. There is comic books in Defender, and they have a.
They talk about Wolverine.
They talk about Wolverine.
Well, there's that scene where Ellen Page schools him on
The Winter
Yeah.
Comic
Yeah.
Shop.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I have to say, being that I own a comic book store, which I think is a good one.
Yeah.
I thought their portrayal of a comic book store fell short. I think they went stereotypical.
Really?
More so, except for Ellen
They
Page,
had
but the
Roland
other
in
dude there, the other dude was sleeping behind the counter.
Right.
Oh,
And
that's
the
the
way-
guy from the
She
Sarah.
put away her
That's the
video.
guy from the Sarah Silverman
She
show.
also basically
And Community.
shit on a bunch of things. I'm sorry, are we allowed to swear in this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. She shit on a bunch of things as he was asking. He said, "Do you have Holy Avenger?" And then she shit on it.
Yeah.
And that's something I would not let my staff do. If someone said, "I'm looking for X comic," well, there are X comics, but I mean a comic that insert
Or-
terrible comic name
Or-
here.
Right.
We would just be like,
Like a Brony
"They're over there.
can.
Let me help you find it," as
Right.
opposed to, "Well, that sucks. You shouldn't read that. It's garbage."
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. She
Okay.
redeemed herself.
Yeah, no,
the
I-
second visit redeemed
I see what
him,
you're
but
saying.
then her other employee was just again, told him it sucked, and then the next time was sleeping.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I felt like he was maybe the owner.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Because
that's
She didn't own the shop.
Yeah.
She's 22.
Because that was his
Delicious.
attitude. I feel like he
True.
was like, well, I own the shop. I can be a dick.
But that's
You know, I
That's
didn't sleep on the
not-
job.
Brian does.
I,
but that's the
Kidding.
sort of thing because that's comic geeks.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing you
Well, I
kind of
think
expect.
it's
like and maybe this is because I've just been doing it for so long. Where you're still gonna get shown the comic that you want, but someone in there is gonna most of the time it's not even somebody who works there.
It'll be
Sometimes
like a
it is.
customer be like,
Yeah.
Like, really? You
What-
read that? Oh, such
So-
and such is so much better.
Well, I like this.
That
He
just happens.
Yeah.
he sees the Holy Avenger thing, which in Holy Avenger, can I say who it is? Is that okay? Or is that
For,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Nathan Fillion plays Holy Avenger, which
Right
is
on.
hilarious.
Yeah.
A spoof on Willie
Nathan
Ames'
Yeah,
character.
and the whole,
Bible Man.
Bible
the
Man.
whole, I don't know if we'll come back to it, but the whole religious aspect of his character I found interesting.
I like that they added this religion element to the movie, but they didn't feel like they had to make fun of people for having faith.
And they didn't
Right.
beat you over the head with it.
And no,
It
it's
was
just
they
like
just like subtly put it in there.
Yeah.
And then
he wasn't a joke for being religious.
it wasn't
Yeah.
like throughout.
That
I
was
mean,
just
yeah.
kind of the catalyst that set everything in motion.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but they did leave it open to is he religious or
Or
is
is he
he
crazy?
delusional?
Yeah.
but
Could be both.
the minute he says,
Yeah.
ever since I was a kid, I've had visions. I'm like,
Oh.
whoa! You just went okay on my medical chart. I'm saying like delusional
Paranoid
needs to be
schizophrenia.
But so the second time he goes in to the store, first time he's looking for Holy Avenger, then he's looking for superheroes who don't have superpowers.
Right.
And she's got that was better because she was excited showing it to him. And my favorite
Right.
part of that was her reaction when she recommended Cap.
And then
everyone-
realized
She's
she
like,
was
no.
making a
She's
mistake.
like, wait, no, put that back. And she like slaps it down. Don't use that. And he's just like, what? And then she's like, he's a super soldier.
Yeah, he's
Don't
And
do
then she
that.
apologized.
Yeah,
I'm really
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm really sorry.
My bad.
So what I loved about again saying for acting again, Kevin Bacon made it look easy, but Ellen Page
Oh.
like she just went for this character.
She
like
was-
threw it all.
she's
Left
a
nothing on the
psycho.
table.
Yeah, and
Ellen
that's,
Page-
that's the best. It's
Ellen
like,
Page in this movie is like she's like the way the character progresses, because in that first scene the movie tricks you because you're like, I know exactly who this girl is. I
Yeah.
know this girl.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then you're like, this girl is a sociopath.
I did
She's-
not know
This
that.
girl is like straight up mentally
Yeah,
unstable.
she's a bag of cash.
She's
And
someone
she
who's-
has been looking her whole life for someone
Or
to
reason.
give her an excuse
Yep.
to go to that place.
off the
Yep.
edge.
And
Yeah,
she
yeah.
found, and I feel like she found it in Rainn Wilson, and I feel like she kind of pushed him a little bit because
Oh, yeah.
she needed him as an excuse
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get
Yeah,
out what
absolutely.
she wanted to.
Yeah.
So they kind of they had this weird symbiotic relationship that wasn't at all healthy,
No.
but they kind of ended up
amazing and awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the other thing too is there.
But she got him to where he needed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The relationship between superhero / sidekick or partner was just so. It's just it goes off the rails a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's and that part it was great. It was just like it was one of those things where it was kind of uncomfortable to watch, but then also I enjoyed it because seeing her just.
I love how they went that way with her character because
Yeah.
I feel like they could have made her like, I don't know, like
I thought it was
manic
gonna be,
pixie dream girl, but they just made her manic. She looked like she was on coke the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And her reaction to action. Anytime there's action, her reaction to that
Yeah.
is
Shrill,
just
shrieking.
so excited to jump on people.
Guns
and,
blazing.
Oh, yeah.
just
or claws blazing.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
too. And I mean, I don't know, not to get too spoilery, but just the
Don't get spoilery.
well, can I talk about his weapon?
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, because it's on the video cover. It's on the cover of the DVD.
Oh,
All right.
The weapon
Just,
is-
just say what it is.
okay. Well, he has a wrench.
It's just a big,
A big pipe
Pipe
wrench.
plumber's wrench
And-
wrench.
To stop crime, he hits people with that.
Yeah.
in the face.
It's funny, but also, if you have any medical knowledge at all of, let's say, I don't know, junior health class, you know that will flat out murder somebody.
Yeah.
You hit them in the
Yeah.
head with a pipe wrench.
With the pipe wrench.
And
So-
that's another cool thing about this movie and with Defendor is like that it obeys the laws of physics. Like in so many
Right.
superhero movies, someone will take a baseball bat to the face and keep fighting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But this is like, no, if someone bashes you over the skull with a pipe wrench,
You're
you
down.
die.
You're not.
You
Yeah.
die or
And
near
it's
death.
not, and it's not funny. It's not like noble. It's gruesome. There's going to be brains and blood, and
Yeah.
it's going to be hard to look at.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this
the
movie,
violence does go. It does.
Turn it to 11.
Yeah, it does kind of
it
trick
really
you because
does.
you think like having a wrench and hitting a guy over the head because he's a criminal. You're just like, you just bash that guy in the head. Like his head doesn't explode. He definitely goes down. And it's like, why did you do? And he's bleeding profusely,
Yeah.
but not dead. But like, they really amp it up after that. You're like, wow, that's excessive.
Yeah.
And then it gets really excessive, and you're like,
Yeah.
Well,
whoa.
and
whoa.
a big reason for that is James Gunn, who
Right.
is
and we should
Yeah.
mention that James
Troma.
Gunn got his start in working for Troma.
right.
And he's probably the most successful guy to ever come out of the Troma Film School. If I'm assuming our fans know about Troma. If not, Toxic Avenger, Romeo and Juliet. The list goes on, but they make really low budget comedy, action, horror movies, and James Gunn got to start
like
working
B
with
or schlocky.
Yeah.
Sort
And
of things.
Lloyd Kaufman, the founder of Troma, has a cameo in Super.
William Catt.
William Catt, the greatest American hero.
Played the
Another
TV series.
great little shout.
Who was on the TV.
He's
he was, like a sheriff or a deputy.
chief of police, and he's like, we've got a vigilante out there.
Yeah.
You know,
And he had his hair pulled back in a
That
goatee.
guy. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay,
without
that's
the,
cool.
the curly, without the perm.
Yeah.
It's hard
Awesome.
to, but yeah, but that's
Yeah.
William Catt, greatest
And-
American hero.
And James Gunn said that was one of his influences back in the day, superhero wise. So he
Oh, it would have, yeah, he would have had to have been a fan.
Yeah.
See, what I thought was interesting about like the hyper violence in it was like now with the reaction to like how well Deadpool did. Like
Right.
everyone's talking about making their superhero movie rated R, and everyone's like, oh, everyone like Deadpool was like one of the first, and James Gunn actually like shut down people on the internet. It was like not the first
Not the
rated
first.
R like
Yeah.
hardcore violent superhero movie. Like
Have you
he
seen
made
Super?
Super.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super. And you could see the definite Slither sort of workings there. There was
Yeah.
a dream.
That little
sequence.
dream sequence, yeah.
Oh.
That where if you're not prepared
Wink.
for it, and I'll be honest, I wasn't prepared for it.
oh.
I remember I was kind of like, what are we doing?
I-
Made a weird little
Right.
sip to some dark and some hentai anime.
Hentai,
Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
like
And it was
I
still
didn't like
awesome.
that at first, and then it went like to actual like they went
Yeah.
there with
Yeah.
it, and I was like, oh.
And
We
when
just caught that on his regular.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what
It's
channel is
like
he getting?
flipping around. All of a sudden, there's hentai tentacle porn.
Yeah.
I was like, what channel is
where
this?
did you?
Well,
do I have this?
What cable do you have?
I guess if you've got like premium cable, you can pass that.
He's like a short order cook. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe he just, but he did have his own house.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So yeah.
Splurge
Yeah,
on
can
cable.
we like the house? Like a lot of wood paneling in the house.
Oh,
There
it's
was an obscene amount of wood paneling.
Reminded me of my childhood.
like
What-
70s
yeah.
ranch style. Yeah, my
Yeah.
house looked like
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
it was
very-
just all wood panel.
Apparently the house was 10 people were living there, like roommates.
While filming the movie.
Well, that they had.
Oh, that was
they
their
had to
house.
move, That was their
Oh,
house.
oh, wow.
And it
Wow.
smelled of cats.
Oh,
They had to
10
clean it
people
up.
and cats? Come on.
Yeah.
That's how you make a movie cheaply.
The restaurant
They saw it on
where
Hoarders
he worked,
before?
where Rainn Wilson's character worked, they said was one of the filthiest places they had ever seen. And then they said, oh yeah, it got shut down like 2 months later.
Oh.
Like scenes in the kitchen, like he was like, I'm looking at Liv Tyler and I can see cockroaches behind
God.
your head. Like as they're filming
Wow.
scenes. Like, yeah, they said it was really bad.
That's
But
brutal.
but it helped with because it was supposed to be
Yeah,
that
that's
sort
what-
of dive,
Yeah.
like horrible place to eat where people still went to eat, and
Yeah.
and it looked perfect.
did
Yeah.
they go there because he was such a good cook?
No, I mean, the only one who comes.
He did make really great scrambled eggs, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good
That's
eggs.
true.
I complimented you on your eggs, remember?
Yeah.
Aren't we cool?
Yeah. Like that just get you like that. You owe me something if I come.
Because I gave you a
You
compliment.
gave me
He
eggs,
was-
but now you owe
He was
me.
very
Yeah.
profuse in his compliments, though.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
was just how amazing was Kevin Bacon in this movie? Go.
That.
Super!
He was super.
It was-
that was the correct answer.
Yeah.
I mean, just
It was
on,
the kind of a
on
it was,
point.
it was the kind of performance that Al Pacino would have given when he was in his 40s or 50s. Like I feel like like with like that manic, like he's keeping his cool, but like once you push him past his breaking point,
Yeah.
like you see that the monster come out,
Yeah.
and because he
The
you know,
clown scene, Goodfellas.
yeah,
Yeah.
because he is a cool kind of like he's the boss of this little crime syndicate.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
has to be the top, the alpha dog, the cool guy, but
And
he has these moments where you push him too far.
right.
Yeah.
And that was the end. Like
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
when
Yeah.
the bit with the car, like don't touch my car again. And he was just like, he was like, that's
That's not what I'm talking about.
That's not touching.
I'm done with you.
I'm done with you.
That was the thing too. Is he was a bad guy, and his muscle I think were I don't know about worse. Like he seemed a little hesitant to just
Well,
flat
like,
out kill a guy.
His number one
His
played by
hesitancy-
Rooker was
Michael Rooker
actually had a
Had that
conscience.
look on his
Yeah.
face at the end of the movie.
Both of them were like he was hesitant,
yeah.
and so was Rooker, and
Yeah.
you could tell like it was interesting because for a minute there you felt like they're gonna turn, aren't they? Like they're
Yeah.
gonna stop this. They're gonna do something.
I was
about
looking
it.
for the swerve.
Yeah, and then they didn't, but they did. I mean,
You have to see the movie
Yeah.
to see.
you almost kind of felt like, I don't want to spoil
Yeah,
it.
That they
we
were
don't want to spoil it.
That there's like some missing backstory to explain why they're bound to this guy, or like what they, or why he has.
or that it felt like that guy at the who was coming in was scarier than them. So like to see him scare these scary guys was kind of like gave that dude cred right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean.
Well, what it was is like you could tell they were in like a small town, so they were like the big fish in this like tiny town. So they could kind of be like douchey guys who don't really need to kill people, but then they're like. This seemed like it was their first like foray into like big time crime. Like that other guy was like obviously big time.
Yeah.
So like that was I think the difference. Like
he looked like he was like kind of because he just owned that nightclub, right?
Yeah, and this thing that they're leading up to is like his first big score.
Yeah, it's a big
Like,
score.
that's what he's leading up to.
He's doing well,
guys.
but it's
Bare
Small
assets. That was
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Bare.
And it looked like an old restaurant from, no offense, like New Jersey, circa Goodfellas time.
Yeah.
New Jersey has just taken offense.
No windows in the front, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was, and not even like blacked out windows, like all brick with that like low awning, like that very 70s style.
Yeah.
Like
You know what you're talking about here, don't you?
I've watched a lot of old movies.
Oh, okay, guys. I thought you were gonna say you've been in a lot of those clubs.
No.
Okay. You better not say that.
You pause.
Yeah.
Well,
like just don't say it.
define a lot?
You can. Well,
More than twice.
It's more than 20 times.
more than a
No.
singular fact.
Yes. Not more than 20, more than 2, but none in New Jersey.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
Now, see, I'm from New Jersey, so I can talk about them. No, not to
Nice.
to any of those in New Jersey.
Okay.
Someone said this weekend I was talking. They said that they should have a club like that that's just regular girls, and I said, what do you mean regular girls? Like regular girls that look like regular women on the street, not like like they do in movies and stuff where they're always like perfect and fake and whatever.
Fox.
And well,
She got her start.
that great for her.
We're not talking about Megan Fox on the show.
John Waters. I saw John
But-
Waters at a film festival that we had a movie played at a film festival, and he was the host, and he talked about going to all these strip clubs in Baltimore where they had women like that. Where
right, I think that's
it's like
that's why
missing teeth and bullet holes, and
and I told her, I said, well, I think if you go to clubs in regular towns
They're not.
where there's not a big population to choose from,
Yeah.
that's what you would get. I don't think there's a market. I think you just,
Bullet holes?
bullet
That's-
scars.
yeah,
Because he made a habit of he's like I always wanted to hang out with the seediest people,
Right.
Because he was like I always had a soft spot for the scumbags and
They'd seen some shit.
yeah.
This is some shit.
Been through some
They were there to pay the medical bills, probably for being shot.
They were in the shit. Yeah.
bullet holes.
Yeah, sorry for the sidetrack. But
No, it's what we do on this show. The show's really not about movies. It's about getting sidetracked.
It's what's in between the people.
It's
All right, thanks everybody.
Ew.
Have a great night. We'll see ya.
That's good. We can wrap it up on
We
that.
could.
That was pretty good
We're
right there.
out on running.
We're almost out of beverage.
Yeah, we're running
Your
short on
beverage is
time.
low.
Beverage. We're getting thirsty. So Super, Rainn Wilson, Kevin Bacon, Liv Tyler. We didn't really talk a whole lot about Liv Tyler. She's a big reason why the movie got made, because apparently they weren't getting enough funding. I was like, well, we got Rainn Wilson attached to it. We got Ellen Bates. We got Liv Tyler. Oh, really? Yeah. Like, okay, boom.
Who was the
So
first
then more
actor
backing.
they offered it to before Rainn Wilson?
They wanted it was supposed to be Michael Rooker,
Yeah.
but they
Oh.
thought they wanted him to play the main guy, but
But then I thought it was there was another bigger actor.
They
after
didn't.
that.
They
There was-
didn't. They didn't say who it was.
I thought in IMDb trivia it said there was a name. I can't remember who it was.
Oh,
It
I
was-
didn't check it out.
someone was on board for it, and
Check it
then
out.
he left.
Yeah, look it up and get back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comment section.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, right.
at one point, Michael Rooker was supposed to play the main guy, but they thought
Okay.
he was kind of like he was too together. He
He
wouldn't have been
looked
the lead.
tough.
He wouldn't have been
Yeah, he's
believable
tough,
as this
yeah.
kind of schlubby.
That's
every-
true.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Like, you don't.
Like
see
Michael
right-
Rooker,
You're not pushing him around.
Michael
Yeah.
Rooker looks like he could whoop some ass
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
wouldn't need a wrench.
I don't think he looks like he could whoop some ass. I think he has.
It looks
Well,
like
yeah,
I feel like
he's-
I feel like he's got a resume
Yeah.
in that area,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Not a man. I would
But
remember.
Dwight, you're not gonna look at Dwight and be like, oh God,
Yeah.
he's
Well, he's
gonna hit me over the
tall.
head with a pipe wrench.
Yeah.
He's 6'5".
Until he picks
Yeah,
up that
yeah,
ice
he's
cream.
really
He's
tall.
like 6'5".
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big guy, but he's also
Him and Ellen Page is like,
they were funny on screen
Yeah,
together.
It's
yeah.
fantastic. It makes for a perfect dynamic.
yeah.
So, which is something you should check out. This is super.
It's. Oh,
You-
sorry.
Just
it's-
super.
The movie is super, and the movie
Yeah.
is also called Super.
But you won't
Super.
feel like you won't feel the same way as you feel after a big budget comic book movie.
No.
This is a
No.
again same as I think
Like
that
Defender.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a
you
clean
will
cut
this will give you the
ending.
feels in different ways. You know, some good feels, some bad feels, some
In
real
between.
feels.
Right.
And that's really what a good independent. That's why independent movies exist is to surprise you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I was
To take-
surprised.
And to
Take
show you what you
chances.
can do, like
Yeah.
that, you don't have to have $80 million and
To
you
make
know
a superhero
Robert
movie.
Downey Jr.
Yeah.
and Chris Pratt or
And-
anybody.
And
And they
Chris-
got those people,
You're right.
that level of people.
Well, yeah,
They
they,
did.
they,
They got
yeah, they
the
just didn't have to pay them. Yeah.
I think
They
yeah,
all,
I-
everyone worked for Scale.
they
again.
got people
Yeah.
with chops who were there to work and do the best for the movie.
Who like cared about the
Yeah,
movie.
definitely. Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
Obviously,
definitely cared about
Nobody phoned it
Read
in.
the script
Yeah.
and was like, I want to be part of this.
Yeah.
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 Which is what makes movies like this great, is
And-
because
and even
you know
help-
they're not doing it for the paycheck.
Helped
Right.
not only to make it, but to get it made like post production and pre production.
Right.
Like Liv Tyler got Cheap Trick. Like Cheap Trick was
Got that
touring
right.
with
Yeah.
Aerosmith and took the scene one
I noticed
scene
that
to
in the
Cheap
song,
Trick
yeah.
and was like, "Can we use your song for this scene? Let me show you to you. This is a movie that I'm in."
Yeah.
Showed it to them and they helped
And they-
him
yeah.
get
That's
the,
cool.
the rights to the song.
That's how I got Rainn Wilson because wasn't James Gunn was married to Jenna Fisher?
Jenna
Yeah,
Fisher from
they
The
used to
Office.
be
Yeah.
married.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
he went through her to get to Rainn Wilson.
Yep.
And so it's like
Yeah.
it's all connected, man.
Yeah,
it's-
it's like friends helping friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sisters doing
and,
it for
and
themselves.
still top level stuff. So for like the fifth time, I'm telling you to check it out.
Yeah.
And then for the last time, we're gonna wrap it up. This is Matinee Prices. I'm Guru. That's Cameron. This is Ryan and Sienna. And they agreed to help us out for this last couple of shows, which we're very grateful for. And yeah, we'll.
And I want to say, like, if you just another little plug, we are in a beautiful comic book store.
Okay.
If you are a fan of comics and if you live in the Chapel Hill, Carborough, Durham area, come by, give these people some business, give them some love, and they'll turn you on to a new comic. Maybe they can help you find something you've never heard of.
give them some cupcakes.
Yeah, bring them some,
Yes,
bring them some
please.
snacks,
Okay.
lemonade,
Burritos,
cookies.
any form of food.
Rice Krispie
Yeah,
treats.
I'll accept it.
But
Feed the
they're
bears.
great people here,
Yes.
and they love comics, and they're not going to make you feel bad if you don't know as much as they do, and they just encourage
People to read comics.
people to read
Come.
comics.
I
And,
just
Come.
get excited.
Yeah.
I've never been in the shop. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
if you haven't
So-
been to the shop or you haven't been to downtown Chapel Hill in a while, it's time to come down and
come
check it
by.
out.
This is a
Yeah.
good reason
You know,
to.
it's not just us. There's other places that nerds and non-nerds can hang out.
Nerds and non-nerds.
Nerds and non-nerds.
Places like this still
Harmony.
exist. They're dying. They're
Brick and mortar.
And honestly, come on,
Comic
parking's not that bad. I mean,
No.
it's it's
We bark.
yeah, it's
I
all right.
bike.
It's
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah.
Video stores don't exist anymore, but comic book stores are
Yeah.
still here.
And we'll
So-
talk about movies. We will
Yeah.
engage in
Well-
whatever conversation you'd like. If you watch this movie and you want to come talk to us about it, we're here. Whoever's here sometime.
I'm here sometimes.
Sorry, you could beep the name out.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine.
They know
It's
it's-
fine. Yeah.
Jenkins.
Yeah. That's fine. So, since he's done that, now we are definitely killing
Now we're
the
definitely
show.
done.
Show's
We're done with the show.
canceled.
So it's
So,
canceled.
we'll see
We're
you
like
next
the
time unless
lost
we're
tapes.
canceled. So that's it. We're done.
Yeah.
Next time. Matinee Prices. We'll try and do better. Later.
Good night.
Finger gun.
We tried to ruin it.
I was actually.
Sorry.
We tried really hard to ruin that. Yeah. It was just like, well, let's wrap it up. 2 minutes later, well, let's try and wrap it up. Another 3
I don't want
minutes.
to wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap this up now.
This is our show now.
4 more
Yeah.
minutes. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up right now.
You're gonna get a lot of complaints about like.
3 more
you're gonna
minutes.
I don't know.
Two different
I
complaints.
love when the sisters are doing it for the.
You're gonna get.
That was my favorite brother. Cameron bringing it like, okay. If you can't see it from here, here it
You're
is.
gonna get 2 complaints. One, dude, you should have let them talk more.
Yeah.
And one, you should have shut them up earlier.
I thought they were there to like so they could talk and they were gonna let him. All right, they've talked way too much.
Especially that fat guy. Shut him
Shut
up.
up! Shut up! Yeah, I see you.
It's the Baxter Show.
It's the Baxter Show.